3-yard line. At their own 23-yard line.
Now, the lady.
And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Here we go, D.
First carry for Josh Jacobs. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Carr looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here. Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. On first down, they go with Jacobs again. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. Carr going to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Yannick Ngakoue. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a third and long. Shotgun now for Carr. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Rosen and the Dolphins now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
On second and 9, Rosen. And this is caught. It's Parker. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Rosen hands off to Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it second and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up second and 4.
6 yards on that last play. Here's second and 4. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And they'll throw it with Rosen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Well, enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a third and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Third and long here for Rosen. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive. Complete over the middle. That's good for 28 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check your mind. Cross the pass. Express. Shit. He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Under 10, 10.
No score after one on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Carr. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Carr will come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They run it with Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Now Carr. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in after 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. A bit of an opening there on the first down run. As they get this forward for about 6 yards.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Single.
Play action here with Rosen. And he finds Parker here, complete. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
They go play action here on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. A good pickup there, a 22.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Check 99.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Rosen, flush to his right. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. On first down, Johnson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. To throw again on second down. Rosen flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
You mean with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 10-7. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Looking downfield for Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Mike's 4-2. Mike's 4-2. There we go. Here we go. Mike's 4-2. Hold on. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, Mike's 4-2.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
7:34.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rosen. And this is Parker, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
In your face.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Going deep here for Parker. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. He was looking to get it to Parker again, and now it's 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now it's Rosen looking. He's got it to Hilton. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Now Rosen looking to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kerryon Johnson, 39 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rush in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, but it'll be second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
To throw again. Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. It's the former Patriot Devin McCourty. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. Stays on his feet. Parker, the intended target.
Partner, when you're playing cover two, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Carr will try it again on second down. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Carr now, 9 of 17 through the air. Now a play fake. Carr. It's Williams on the catch. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Alpha.
Let's go. Let's go.
Now Carr again.
Let's go.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. And it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Mike 42, Mike 42. Watch QB's up. Watch QB's up. Raider 1. Mike 42, Mike 42. That's it. Let's do. That's it.
On third and long, it's Carr. Gonna throw right side here, complete. They wind up getting 16, but even that's not quite enough. It's fourth down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent game. Now they're in fourth and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss two in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch that end, right.
Rosen on 1st and 10. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Here we go. 26. I got you. Bang, hard.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Rosen. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Another try after the first down sack. Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Go now. Check, 42's the mic. Check, 42's the mic. Coming, baby. Express. Mike 42. Mike 42. Mike 42.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line. That's the end of the third quarter.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. Quarter. Hey, turn it up.
Rosen now off the bootleg, fighting through pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins they begin the drive with Johnson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense.
Devontae Parker, past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker, 71 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I think if you pulled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Carr and the Raiders come up first and 10 at their own 43.
Hey, wahoo! 4-2, Mike 4-2. You must be dreaming. Mike 42, Mike 42.
Shotgun now for Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. On play action, it's Carr.